Welcome to A Square again. See these angles. Which is larger in measure? Actually, both are equal in measure. An angle has nothing to do with its arms. It's all about its rotation. This is a ray. When this ray is rotating fully till it reaches its original position, it is considered 360 degrees. Let's see the parts of one full rotation. This ray is rotated till it becomes perpendicular. This angle has got 90 degrees measure. If it makes a full line, now 180 degrees. When it completes its rotation, it is 360 degrees. So an angle is a measure of the rotation of a ray. Let's consider some basic rules of angles. See this figure. It's like X, right? You can see two pairs of opposite angles. Opposite angles are equal. If one angle is 80 degrees, its opposite also will be 80 degrees. If this angle is 100 degrees, its opposite also will be 100 degrees. Let's take an example. For this figure, it is given that one angle is equal to 70 degrees. Can we find all other angles? Yes, we can. We know that opposite angles are equal. So 70, then this also is 70. Now this is a line. On one line you have 180. So if one part is 70, the other part will be 110 degrees. Its opposite also will be 110 degrees. Let's add all of them together. They add up to 360 degrees. Consider these two lines. These two lines are parallel lines. For these two parallel lines, we draw a transversal, a crossing line. Now there are many angles formed. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 there, and again 1, 2, 3, 4. Total 8 angles are formed. Let's segregate these angles in different names. See, these angles are called corresponding angles. These corresponding angles are like angles in E. Next, these angles are called alternate angles. They are like angles in Z. It can be considered angles in N also. Opposite angles we already discussed. X angles. The rules are corresponding angles are equal. Angles on E are equal. Alternate angles are equal. Angles in Z are equal. Co-interior angles make 180 degrees. We call it supplementary. If two angles add up to 180, that is called supplementary angles. So this is considered as F angles, the angles inside F, that is 180. These are the major rules for two parallel lines and a transversal. Let's consider some examples. See this one. There are two parallel lines and a transversal. Only one angle is given, 70 degrees. By using this, we can find all the measures, all other hidden angles in this. Opposite to 70, we know that also will be 70. Then there are corresponding angles, again 70. Then consider the angles in a line. They make 180 degree. So 180 minus 70, which is 110. So its opposite also will be 110. Likewise, we can find all the angles in this figure. Consider another interesting figure. In this one, two angles are given, 60 degrees and 70 degrees. How do you find other angles? Let's consider these three angles on one side of a line. One 60 degrees, the other 70 degrees. You know that all of them total is 180 degrees. So 60 plus 70, 130. 180 minus 130, that is 50 degrees inside. Using this, let's find all other angles. What about this figure? Only one angle is given. Can we find all other angles by using the rules we studied? Let's see. In this one, only two horizontal lines are parallel. The other two transversals are not parallel. Observing two parallel lines, we can use the rules of Z and F so that we can find out the missing angles of one side. Similarly, considering the other transversal, we can use Z and F and we can find all the angles. See the solution. Another important rule in geometry is angle sum property. Most of you might know the property. The sum of the angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. See the example, 80 degrees, 40 degrees. You can find the third one, 180 minus of bracket 80 plus 40. So what's remaining? 60 degrees. Now see this figure. In this figure, we can use triangle property and we can find one angle. Now you can see two parallel lines. So you can consider N and you can get the angle. What about the angles in a quadrilateral? See the quadrilateral. We can divide the angles in a quadrilateral into 6 angles by making two triangles. All these 6 angles add up to 360 because one triangle is 180. The other triangle is 180. So 180 times 2, which is 360. So angles in a quadrilateral add up to 360 degrees. So if you know 3 angles of a quadrilateral, you can find the missing 4th angle. Add these 3 and 360 minus the sum. See this figure. There is a rectangle and a line which is parallel to the diagonal. See the diagonal and a line parallel to the diagonal. Among this, only one angle is given, 38 degrees. Using reverse Z, you can see again 38. Using another Z, you can see 38 degrees. Now, for this angle, it is 180 degrees minus of bracket 90 plus 38 degrees. So these are some basic properties of triangles and lines and angles. I'll be coming back with more lessons of geometry. You can try to solve these extra questions also. Answers will be given in the end. Thank you so much.